I meet condescending people all the time, but I didn't think it would happen twice in the same week on the stories I could tell. I get my oil change periodically, as you do, and I go back to the dealer, and there's a waiting area, and they have things for you, like magazines, newspapers, even food and drink there if you want. And of course, I like having things to read, but sometimes it's nice to have the food and drink too. This time I actually had the drink, it was hot chocolate. And then somebody felt the need to ask me if I needed help figuring it out. It's like, no, I can read. They have directions there. I think I can figure it out on my own. And I did. And then it was just the next day where I had another one that was too much like it, where I go to the bank, as you do, where I want my change counted and then deposited in savings. And when I get there, the machine wasn't working. It said, momentary delay. And then somebody said, yeah, it's not ready yet. And it's like, I can read. I know what momentary delay means, especially when it's flashing. I've been there before. I mean, you have to wait until it gives the numbers again saying this is how much is in it. And then hearing it spin and all of that. And what I saw for the first time was somebody who actually brought in a suitcase to have his change counted. It's like, that must be a lot of change. And it was, over $500. But he also wasn't smart enough to handle the receipt. He left it back where I was, and I said, you probably need that. And it's like, yeah, I have scruples. I felt the need to help him out on that one, even though if he's that dumb, he should probably figure out on his own how dumb he is and have somebody take advantage of him. Oh. And then that night, of course, I meet all kinds of people while I'm performing, karaoke bars or otherwise. And I put a song in first, and then I get beer because I know it's going to be a wait to sing. So that means I go to the bar, so I don't have to wait for the server to bring the drink back to me. And then I have somebody kept pointing to me, and then he finally came over to me. And I said, he said, how you doing? I said, I'm doing the best I can. That's my standard line. And then he said, you'll have to do better than your best. How is that possible? And then, I mean, it's like saying you're going to give 110% or you work 8 days a week. Now, that last one is a Beatles song, 8 days a week. I can't say much about that one. But it's still annoying. I'm trying to do better than your best. And then he ended up bothering the karaoke jockey and her friends. And it's like, oh, yeah, I think it was drunk. That shouldn't be the excuse for everyone being idiots, but unfortunately it is in a bar. But I guess he was just the typical annoying drunk. He didn't throw a punch, so he didn't get bounced or anything like that. Ugh. Oh, other things happened in my life. Well, tonight I swore at somebody because he was critical of how I still have a flip phone. And then I finally said to him, if you think I need an upgrade on my phone, pay for it! And then after I swore at him, he said sorry. And it's like, yeah, and then I swore at him again because I had left. I even said goodbye. And it's like, now I understand that country song where the lyrics go, it's a little too late to do the right thing now. Oh, which is a good segue to what I did this weekend. There was a country music movie at the Discount Theater in Maplewood, Wild Rose. I could have seen it at the MSP Film Fest in April, but limited screenings can be hard to do. About a Scottish lady trying to make us a country singer. Pretty good movie. But it's still weird to know that the theater I saw it in is owned by a church. You hardly ever hear of that happening. And I saw where the church is. It's just across the parking lot. Looks more like a big box department store. It probably was at some point before it became a church, is all I can think of. And they said they don't evangelize to people at the theater. It's like, well, that's a good thing, because if we want theater customers, I mean, who wants to be sold on that? Not me. Other things happening with me. There's got to be another good one. Well, that was Oh, I have to look at notes. So that. No, I think I got to all of that. I mean, I know there are worse lines than doing the best I can. I've had enough, and thanks for the warning, were my standard lines for a while, and those were a little too negative. So yeah, it's good to switch to a positive if you can. Yeah, I guess that'll do it for me. Hopefully I look great on film there. Thank you all, been great.